Oh, he might be able to smite it away here. They don't know that he's in the brush, but they should suspect that he's coming towards this objective.
It's a very impatient blue buff as well that is going to move back into the pit. Ona starting that one up again. I think every amount of time... Oh, there's a flash in with the wallbang from Ona. Lucid trying to ease him out of this. And he should be able to escape, but it looks like Ona has won the battle. As Faker's teleporting back. Ona is still here, going to be able to lock this one down, but Kellen a little bit late on this one, and Showmaker has... That was a dangerous one there from Faker, but Ona is going to be here. Killer Instinct going to be thrown out, and that is Ona just picking up the kill. Good bait to come.
Worth it if you do get it, but it's such a big risk here as, yeah, Faker going in here, I think took a big risk with that, but knowing that Ona was there felt relatively safe. And then here, yeah, Showmaker is just out. And if he flashes the wall, then maybe it's enough, but they may not be on the same page of the rest of his team. As Kellen.
Yeah, can he find the Bone Skewer is the question. He decides instead to throw Showmaker back. The arrow is going to be picked up, and there is the kill. Ona comes on in and takes down the Akali, but Faker does burn down as well. So D+ are on the board, but I think that T1 are on the board once again, unless Kellen can get himself out, and it looks like he should be able to do so. They have Fate's Call, remember.
So just waiting. Oh, gotta hit that one. Not gonna be the case, and no real opportunity is aiming! Okay. I don't think this one is done just yet.
Oh, Keria could be in a lot of trouble here. Another ult does go basically nowhere. The arrow is going to fly through, though, as Lucid gets himself a permafrost, but he's still tanking the turret. Faker is going to be taken down first, though, and Lucid, another couple of autos need to be there, but the volley is blocked. And now Showmaker looks for it, doesn't find the backflip shuriken, and Keria will stay alive. Kellen not so lucky.
A rousing success as, oh, Kellen.
Yeah, Kellen is very dead.
Very safely. Dragon is about to come up here, and DK really were looking for this trap.
Yeah, arrow is going to snag Kellen there, and he's just dead. Just no chance.
Kellen and Showmaker go haywire because do note, there are a lot of squishy targets on the enemy team. If you can get past the front line...
aiming. Gonna have to flash, and does also have to cleanse because the arrow still clips him. And Kellen now going to be at the mercy of Keria as well. Gumayushi catches up to, oh my goodness, just pierce
places at the moment.
And also, like, their engage is the Glacial Prison.
It is.
And you just avoid that as Emperor's Divide is going to throw Lucid underneath this turret. Keria just free firing, but they do manage to take down Faker, and there's the double for Keria as well. Zeus now looking for this, does find the third Q, and aiming. Gonna miss another ultimate. It is, and Zeus is running real quickly.
It's a 1v2!
It is. And aiming's now melee range with a Kasante, and now he's dead. Kingen is now Mini-Nar as well. Able to get out of the way of a few of these Qs though, and Zeus gonna get flashed on. There it is, the boomerang to the back of the head. That was very close to a 2-for-0 for Zeus. The bit that you really need to focus on is the Baron has now been started up by T1. Lucid is getting bullied out here by Keria, who does have full ownership of this jungle. Lucid down to 50% before any of this has really happened, as there's the ulti. Fate's Call going to come through here as well, as Ona will send the Gnar back to the rest of his teammates, and Kingen kind of happy with it, I guess.
Yeah, I think he might have died otherwise. But they didn't want to run the risk. They do still have a lot of the other teamfight ultimates available.
Oh, arrow going to connect once again as Faker just scoops in the Pyke, who's dead mid push over the wall.
Kingen has Mega Gnar, like it's now or never for DK, but...
Oh no, Lucid has to Arctic Assault himself out of this. There's going to be no smite in the pit, and Kingen's Mega Gnar is running out. You can see low health bar here onto Ona, but it's still just ticking down, and Keria is just pushing the jungler away. He's going to solo him. And now Steadfast Presence means you're not making it out of this one. Zeus going to pull the Gnar around. And Showmaker, can you be the hero is the question. Looking to get over the wall, but he's not going to get there. Ona just being Poppy and avoiding death, as Keria says he's the 80 carry now, as he takes down aiming. Another solo kill. He's 7-0-5. Keria's top damage. That's not fair. Things that are happening in this game, I guess. And D+ desperately trying to defend these Nexus turrets, also probably thinking a lot more about what to do in game number 2, because this one is all over but the Cryon. As Lucid, nice little fade away there onto Ona, but it's onto Ona, so it doesn't really matter. Kingen's got a Mega Gnar bar, but not a lot of health. because he's just taking poke damage here from Faker. The flash in, Faker, Emperor's Divide onto 3, and he's going to be absolutely fine. Ona finds a double knock-up. The arrow sails by majestically, and Kellen is off on the side. He's not going to be able to stop this Nexus turret from going down, and not going to be able to do anything about this Nexus that's also about to explode. Aiming, going to die once again, and T1 will celebrate just before they finish the task. And that one did not quite work out. There you can see we're looking for a little bit of a knock-up already. The Ignite is down as Aiming looks for the Q. The flash forward, and Kellen grabs first blood in the bottom lane. They took last game personally. This game thus far, Lucid looking to try and opt into finding something else here as Keria going to be engaged on. Vault Breaker going to come in as well as Showmaker's making his way down. Gets the flash out from the Tahm Kench, and that will be valuable. Targeting this guy is going to be important as Chains of Corruption going to come in there as Featherstorm comes down. Very aggressive move from Aiming as Gumayushi's down low, but Ona will turn up looking to try and save his bottom lane, and that is going to work out here as Faker reaps the rewards in mid.
And they're not actually able to get a kill there. Keria.
Yeah, Grand Entrance coming in. Another Ignite is down as well, but only one Feather does pass through. Battle Dance going to have to be utilized here by Kellen, uses the second charge as well as Aiming just taking shot after shot. The flash is late, but it's still going to be enough there as the Magnet Storm does pull back the Rakan. But Lucid looking for his opportunity. The flash forward doesn't work there from Kellen. The Keria not going to go aggressive. There is the Mantra and Cuba. Gumayushi sidesteps it. It's not going to be enough to keep him alive. And now Keria, I think, knows his fate. Looks for the Tongue Lash to try and find a cheeky little kill, but Showmaker might be gifted too. Aiming actually going to be the one that collects that as Faker continues to mow down. Come in. There is the teleport, but this Drake is just going to go. Can they find a team fight on the back end though, is the question. Mantra Q does a fair bit of work here as Showmaker looking to make his way over. Magnet Storm is the engage on top of him. The Shockwave is fantastic, but not enough damage. And the rail's going to go down all out onto Keria as Kingen looks to catch up to him.
Vilno is better.
Sort of like strategy as now Aiming and Zeus going to be fighting one another. There is the flash forward quickness there as well as Zeus in a bunch of trouble. Still does a fair bit of work and still is able to heal a lot. And now Kellen just really wants to try and stop him. It's not going to work out there and he will survive. And that means T1 with man advantage in mid will be able to take down that outer turret.
Okay, now he should be dead.
Or at least have to flash, right? Well, he does. Yeah, there was a Vi there this time around. So cease and desist. Of course, we know that Aiming absolutely loves any opportunity he gets to hop onto the Xayah. Same thing can be said for Kellen and his Rakan as he goes in once again. They're looking for Ona, who will get charmed by the quickness, and he looks to be going down. There we go. Lucid locks down that kill. Now Keria going to be slowed up and is going to have to flash to get himself out of the way. Faker once again hitting turret. Point not going to be picked up by T1. They will break an inhibitor turret. They might also take down Keria. That would certainly be a good thing here for D+, but it's the grander problem is your base is dying. That is grub value right there. He is going to walk himself up. There he is able to find him with a bit of the jump scare there, but they do just back away immediately. And you can see, oh, okay, Gumayushi could be in trouble. There is a really nice Chains of Corruption to keep him safe. Kellen gets himself out of there as well. They are keeping their health bars relatively high as Lucid lying in wait. Off on the side, wanting to stop an Aatrox flank angle potentially. Now they're looking for Faker. Shockwave is just used on top of his head. Bit of a mistake there from the GOAT as Keria devours him. And he's not going to be punished too much for that one as Zeus slinks into the brush. Oh my goodness, they get the ward down. The World Ender comes in and now the Featherstorm is there for Aiming. That'll keep him safe for now as Ona is getting so low and Lucid dives on top of the Aatrox, but it's not going to be enough to stop him ripping them to shreds. They get the knock-up, but is it going to be enough? The answer is no. He is just too big. And Ona able to jump in on top. It's a double kill for Faker as well, and somehow it's a clean ace.
Holy shit! Wasn't really an angle there, and you can see, like, what do you do?
Yep, no translation needed for that one. That was simply a flank angle coming in here from Kellen as there's the quickness. The Devour comes out immediately. Faker in relative safety. There's the Shockwave as well. They're trying to keep themselves alive, and it's a good redemption as Ona will be punished. So D+, they invest a whole lot of their health bars, but they are able to get at least one off the back of it.
And bringing us to that third game is Lucid.
Yeah, look at the angle here. Doesn't have cease and desist available. Will be able to find the Vault Breaker into Faker. Goes golden once again. Knock up, not going to work out there for Kellen as Keria just walks at him menacingly. And, okay, Kingen, can you make this one happen? They managed to take down the Tahm Kench. Zeus, once again, he gets himself into the fight, aiming, taking all of the damage in the universe. But the Kasante's doing some Kasante things. Faker able to take him down in the end. But look at this. The world does seem to be ending here as Showmaker tries to put him on a leash. It's not quite working. At least he's able to slow him down. The Inner Flame comes out once again, and Zeus does need to be careful, so he will back away.
Making these plays for his team has actually been, but behind his Faker.
Okay, they're going for the angle here. His quickness into the backline. Kellen just taking so many arrows, and Gumayusi's going to lock that one down. Ona getting himself in there as Keria gets a knock up onto aiming. Good feather pull, but Keria is just keeping him out of the fight. Lucid now trying to be a frontline for him as they dive on in. Keria gets a double knock up, and the flashes are now raining in, but they've lost the Xayah, and that means they've lost the fight. Keria looks like a solo laner, and he also thinks like one as well as he looks for the 1v1 against the low health Kingen. Kingen is the Kasante, right? So he's feeling okay about it. Zeus gonna have to come on over and finish the job, but it is model, I'm pretty sure.
Everything's a subscription model nowadays,
these days, subscription model. Anyway, D+ is going to try to convince Ona to leave the area, but instead they are opting in for this kill onto the Aatrox. He does just pop like a balloon. That's what happens when you can't push your buttons. T1 are just going to destroy this bottom inhibitor turret. DK going to look to try and back, and they got an Aatrox once again, and they lost their base as a result.
They got to find a miracle here, Atlas.
They got to pull the trigger because this Elder is going down extraordinarily low. And there is Zeus looking for that angle to make his way into this fight. D+, you're going to have to try and pull the trigger. They're not going to be able to take it. And there's the flash forward from Gumayusi. Does not find the Chains of Corruption. The Keria finds the Tongue Lash onto Showmaker. They're trying their very best to get themselves out of the way as Ona a little bit early on the Magnet Storm, as now the Cease and Desist is going to come through onto Gumayusi, but Lucid is just going to burn down. The Wrath of the Dragon will land on his head. And T1, they're not going to be stopped now. Exodia has been completed and the Nexus is in their sights.
And T1 going to push 4-2-0 here, putting them in first place.
Yeah, there is the Grand Entrance. They're going to be able to find a little bit of flipperoonie onto Faker here, who does manage to Zhonya's. There's the Devour though. And aiming, trying to just keep Zeus at arm's length. He might be able to do so as he dashes away and not going to quite work out there. T1 still have some Nexus turrets to deal with. Maybe the Eulogy started a little early there, Atlas.
Hold up.
Well, this inhibitor's going to go down, so there's 3 inhibs. So maybe the Eulogy just needs to be extended a little bit longer.
Should be coming in.
Yeah, Teleport is going to bring Faker back in once again. Featherstorm going to come down as Keria just standing on top of him. There goes Kellen. And Gumayusi, he's still alive. He's still got full health as aiming is just going to get CC'd and destroyed. There's the double. Showmaker's up. But he's going to miss the Q, and the Wrath of the Dragon comes out of Faker. They will be able to take down the Nexus. T1 2-0 against D+, and they will claim first place in the LCK.